Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Stuart here from Spain Speaks. With the Spain news update, we'll have a look at some of the main stories that have caught my attention in the press today here in Spain. We'll also have a look at some comments that have been left on the channel recently by viewers. Before I begin, a big thanks to all of the people that have supported the channel in recent times, whether it's by buying me a coffee, the super thanks option on YouTube, longer term supporters on Patreon, or the new members to the channel, people that have joined the YouTube channel recently. Thank you very much for that support. Now, straight into the news and some important news concerning motorists here in Spain, especially people that drive in cities in Spain, cities of more than 50,000 people, because the government has opened the door to urban tolls and rules them out on motorways in the reissued Sustainable Mobility Law. The government is sticking to its plan agreed with Brussels not to set tolls for the use of highways in exchange for boosting freight transport by rail, but it opens the door for mayors who wish to implement them within their cities to restrict traffic or reduce access to larger areas than those covered by the low emission zones LEZ that the most populous are obliged to define. This absence and this presence are included in the draft Sustainable Mobility Law, which has again received the approval of the Council of Ministers after its parliamentary process was dropped last year due to the call for general elections on July the 23rd. So there we go, it's official. There won't be tolls on highways or motorways around Spain, something that the government was talking about last year and the year before. But as we saw there, the door has been opened for mayors of big cities here in Spain, cities of 50,000 people or more, to introduce urban tolls. As we know, there are currently LEZ areas in some cities in Spain, especially the big cities Madrid, Barcelona. I think San Sebastian also has an LEZ area where vehicle access is restricted in some parts of these big cities. But as we also know, European law stipulates that cities in Spain with over 50,000 people, not only the big cities here in Spain, but cities with 50,000 people or more, have to introduce these low emission zones. A lot of them haven't done so yet because it's not very popular politically, but now, as we saw in that article, mayors will have the chance to slap an urban toll on motorists should they want to do so. So let me know what you think of this measure in the comment section below. Good idea or bad idea? A second piece of news now related to the rental market here in Spain, especially the rental market in big cities, Madrid and Barcelona. And as we can read here, rental supply collapses in these two cities. New housing law under fire. The Madrid and Barcelona rental markets have shrunk by 70% and 67% respectively, and by 57% on a national average. The housing law is under scrutiny. The weight of the rental portfolio decreases with each passing month. The warning issued yesterday by Lázaro Cubero, Director of Analysis at Grupo Tecnocasa, has significant implications for the Spanish real estate market. In the company's annual review of the sector, one data point is particularly striking. The national average of rental properties managed by their offices has fallen by 57% since the beginning of 2021. But the declines are even more pronounced in places like Madrid or Barcelona, precisely two of the national locations where there is a high demand for rentals, causing severe imbalances in their markets. So there we go, the new housing law that was introduced by the coalition government, I think back in 2021, but don't quote me on that figure, collapsing rental supply in the big cities here in Spain, Madrid and Barcelona, by 70% and 67%, and at a national level by 57%. Experts in the sector said that this was going to happen, and it seems to be the case. So good luck if you're trying to get your hands on a rental property here in Spain at the moment, because supply is down because of that new law. Another piece of news now, looking at the serious drug trafficking problem that the south of Spain has to put up with on a daily basis, especially in the province of Cádiz, down there in Andalusia. And the mayor of La Línea de la Concepción has spoken and has come up with an idea to put an end to drug trafficking. Maybe the solution is to legalize it, he says. The judge handling the case of the death of the two civil guard officers run over by a drug smuggling speedboat ordered this Monday the provisional imprisonment of the 6 detainees who were on the boat accused of murdering the officers. Drug trafficking is a real problem in the Campo de Gibraltar. In the last few hours, several mayors from the area have offered possible solutions to end it, some of which have been surprising. On one hand, the mayor of Jerez wants the entire province of Cádiz to be recognized as an area of special uniqueness fitness. Meanwhile, the mayor of La Línea de la Concepción, Juan José Franco, has suggested legalizing hashish. If hashish wasn't consumed in the rest of Spain, we probably wouldn't be talking about what we're talking about. Maybe the solution is to legalize it, he said. So there we go, the mayor of La Línea de la Concepción down there in Cádiz, one of the areas hardest hit by this drug trafficking, suggesting that maybe the answer to the problem is legalizing hashish. It's the #1 illegal drug that is consumed in Spain, so why not make it legal and make places in the south of Spain like La Línea de la Concepción safer places for its citizens? That's the idea being put forward by the mayor of that town. Again, let me know your opinion in the comment section below. Legalize it or not. And the final piece of news that we'll look at today is a story that was brought to my attention in the comment section by a viewer. Thank you very much for that. And it's the story of a Florida woman going through divorce who has vanished in Spain. A South Florida woman has vanished in Spain after a man in a helmet was seen blacking out the security cameras where she was staying with spray paint, according to her brother. Anna Nezevich, 40, had been going through a tough divorce when she went missing in Madrid on February the 5th, when she failed to meet a friend in Barcelona as planned, her brother Felipe Henao told News Nation's Cuomo. Her family became concerned after they started receiving text messages in Spanish from Anna's phone that did not sound like they were written by the Colombian native. That message in Spanish, it is like it's translated from Google. It's not her. She doesn't say those things. Like nobody in Spanish will say that, Henao said. So a worried family there in Florida looking for their daughter and sister who has vanished in Madrid. There's been no real news from her since February the 5th when she was supposed to go to Barcelona and meet a friend, only some dodgy text messages. That, according to the family, sounds like they have been translated through Google. So let's hope this story ends well and Anna is safe and sound in Madrid. Now let's have a look at some of the comments left on videos recently. One here from Danch, cleaning, good. I think how these unemployed will change their qualification and find another area of employment. Time spent in dead-end jobs doesn't increase employability. They need to attend pre-qualification courses. Such a waste. Yeah, Danch, thanks for the comment, and this is something that we have been speaking about on the channel in recent times, just how clean Spain is. Somebody said that their town, Fuengirola, in the south of Spain is very, very clean. I said that my town here on the outskirts of Madrid isn't so clean. And somebody said in the comment section yesterday that in their town, local unemployed people are the ones who clean the streets. Apparently, in order to get their benefits, they have to do some type of community service work. And Danch thinking here, if I can understand that comment, is that people shouldn't be doing these dead-end jobs, but should be in some type of training courses trying to improve their qualifications. So an interesting topic. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Should people be doing cleaning jobs in order to get their unemployment benefits? Or would their time be better spent in some type of training course improving their qualifications? Let me know. One here from Edward. We've been told today public pools will not be used from May to August unless we get some rain in Malaga. Yeah, Edward, thanks for the comment and thanks for sharing the information that you have been told recently that possibly if there's no rain in coming months, you won't be able to use public pools. This comment relates to an article that we saw the other day about the impact that the drought will have on tourism in the Costa del Sol this year. Will people choose the Costa del Sol as a holiday destination if they can't shower when they want or the pools don't have any water? That's the question that was posed. And given the importance of the tourism sector to places like the Costa del Sol, it could be a real problem for the area. So thanks, Edward, for the comment and keep us up to date, please, on the situation regarding pools in your area. One here from Jeff's Travels. Tourism accounts for a minor share of global water use in comparison to agriculture, which constitutes an estimated 70% of total water consumption. Tourism is far less relevant at 1%. Spain needs tourism to bolster its economy. Maybe the growing of thirsty luxury foods like strawberries should be reduced in arid climates. Yeah, Jeff, thanks for the comment, and maybe you are right. Places that don't have enough water shouldn't be growing strawberries or any other thirsty fruits for that matter, for example avocados or mangoes? Maybe those things should only be grown in places that have an abundance of water. I don't know. One here from Armando. Hi Stu, great videos and information. To send 512 million euros to Mauritania is irresponsible. It will never reach the target host. Yeah, Armando, thanks for the comment. And as we can see from Armando's comment, he's a little bit skeptical that 512 million euros that the EU and Spain has promised Mauritania is going to be put to good use. And I will say that I don't think Armando is the only person who thinks like this. I put a poll on the channel last week asking this question, and some 90% of the people that replied to the question have the same idea as Armando. So thanks Armando for your input and your opinion. One here from James. Trump was right though. Spain are freeloading in NATO. Quite disgraceful and dishonourable. About time they paid up. Yeah, James, thanks for the comment and some strong words there that it's disgraceful and dishonourable that Spain is freeloading, your words, in NATO. As we know, in recent times, Mr. Trump has set the cat amongst the pigeons with some remarks on NATO earlier in the week. And let's be honest, criticising NATO is one of Trump's favourite pastimes. And apparently he's been banging on about NATO for over 30 years, long before he became President of the United States. But obviously he knows that this is a topic that will fire his supporters up, and judging by some of the comments that I've received on the channel recently about this topic, he's done just that. But that's his modus operandi, and you either love it or you hate it. One here from Richard. Trump is simply saying it as it is. Who pays the piper, etc. The fixed contribution is 2% of GDP, but most don't pay. Just putting a different slant on the story, Trump is a bit volatile. Yeah, Richard, thanks for the comment, and I'm sure that a lot of people would agree with that last statement that you made there, that Mr. Trump is a little bit volatile at times. In fact, you could probably even go further and say that the current political situation in many countries at the moment, Spain included, is extremely volatile. And boy oh boy, 2024 is shaping up to be a really interesting year as far as politics is concerned, especially if Mr. Biden and Mr. Trump go head to head in those American elections. And no doubt we'll see some more incendiary comments coming out of Mr. Trump's mouth in coming weeks and months. I can't wait. And the final comment here from Young Spirit. I won't waste my time on Putin. Yeah, Young Spirit, thanks for the comment and my words exactly. On that note, I'm going to wrap the video up. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. Debate the video out as you normally do. If you have anything to add to the conversation today, and I'm sure that you have something to add, please, the comment section is the place for you. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego.